Shall we? We shall. Welcome to class. Thanks for being here. Please start your music. Today it's Swiss Yoga 2. And we'll begin in child's pose. Bring your hips down towards your heels and rest your forehead down on the mat in front of you. You have a choice right from the beginning. Your knees can be spread wide for more opening of your hips. Hands out in front of you, palms face down. Or maybe you have your knees close together to create a shelf for the belly to drape over with your hands back by your hips, palms faced up, broadening across your shoulders. Something that could be really nice here also is if you create fists with your hands and bring them in between your belly and your thighs. You can do some wrist rolls to give yourself a lower abdomen massage. Close your eyes if they're not closed already. And be nowhere but here. It's not an easy task to drop into the present moment. But your greatest tool to do that is your breath. So just start to watch it. No need to control it too heavily yet. Listen to the inhales inside of your skull. And listen to your long, long exhales that follow. Think about your exhales being doubly as long as your inhales. So maybe you inhale for 2 counts, really slow. And you exhale for a long count of 4. Feeling the body rise and fall. You can rock your forehead from side to side. Heavier head, more than you think you are. And sit your hips further back, further down towards your heels. Really opening up through your lower lumbar spine. Allow your tailbone to drop. Begin to crawl your hands forward, 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 forward. Take a really big breath through the nose. And exhale. Crawl your hands towards the top right-hand corner of your mat. Left hand plants down on top of your right. Send a really big breath through the left side of your ribs. Press your left hip back and down. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Crawl your hands to center and over towards the left corner of your mat, maybe slightly off. Right hand on top of left. Press, press, press through the palms. Big inhale through right side body. Open your mouth, let it go. Bring your hands back towards center. Then press down through the right armpit. Press down through the left. Through the right. And through the left. Plant your hands, spread your fingers wide, ripple forward to your tabletop position. Close your eyes. Take some free movement. Arrive in your body, whatever body you have brought to your mat this morning, or wherever you are. And we'll find a neutral spine all together. For some cat-cows, inhale, drop the belly, lift your sits bones, shine your heart forward, lift your nose to the sky. Exhale to round cat-like spine, draw your navel up and in, tuck your tailbone, draw your chin to your chest. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Take a few of these on your own. And you can explore some more free movement, rolling out through the neck, sitting the hips to one side, then the other. Can you find new movements? Pressing weight into parts of your body that you've never done before. We explore these postures over and over for a reason, because there's always newness, something fresh to find, new places to discover. Can you become so acutely aware that maybe it's slightly weight more towards the tips of your fingers more than ever, more back towards your heels more than ever? Can you be more conscious in this moment? And you just continue to ask yourself that along the way. Find that neutral spine. Flip your toes under. Lift your hips up, heels low, down dog. Eyes are still closed. Can you continue that free movement? Flutter your eyes open. If you glance back at your feet, it's about hips width distance. Glance forward at your hands, just about shoulder width distance apart. Spread your fingers really, really wide, wider, wider, wider. Press down through your thumb and your pointer finger. Lift the weight up and off of your wrists. Bend your knees slightly. Lift your seat higher. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Lower your heels just a little bit more. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Ripple forward to upper push-up plank. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, upward push-up plank. Shoulders stacked right over your hands. Heels on top of your toes. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, push-up plank. Shine your heart forward, broaden across your collarbones. Exhale, down dog. Take a few of these on your own. Make it really purposeful. Moving with a whole lot of control through that transition, rolling out through your shoulders. One more. And we'll meet up and down dog. Bend your knees, look forward. Take tiny steps towards the top of your mat. Forward fold. Bend your knees. Drape over the tops of your thighs. Nod your head yes, shake it no. Am I here? Hopefully you can shake your head yes. Grab hold for opposite elbows. Interlace your fingers behind the nape of your neck. Maybe you raggedy and doll sway from side to side. Ah. And we're gonna be here for a few cycles of breath. So drop in. Spread your toes really wide. Imagine ripping your sits bones apart. And allow gravity to take hold of the weight of your spine. Head heavy like a bowling ball. Breathe in and out of your nose. It's a very restorative posture. Sensation might start to build in the back of your calves or your thighs, maybe at the creases of your hips. Breathe into it. One more breath. Release whatever grip you might have. Inhale, half lift, flat back. If you're warm, maybe your fingertips graze the top of your mat, as long as there's not too much rounding through the spine. Otherwise, hands come to the tops of your shins or your thighs. Broaden across your collarbones. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your belly up and in and shift more weight forward, forward, forward to the toes. One more inhale. Exhale, release forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Reach your arms out to the side. Reach, 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 really wide. Continue standing up. Reach your fingers to the sky. Extended mountain pose. Close your eyes. Ground down through the bottoms of your feet. Lift the rest of your muscles up, away from gravity. Draw the lower belly up and in. Yes, tuck the top of your butt slightly, ever so slightly towards the bottom of your butt. Remove an overarching of your lower spine. Close off your ribs. Beautiful, Margot. Lower your shoulders a little bit more. Soft, gooey. Straighten through the elbows. Spread your fingers wider. Flutter your eyes open. Reach up, look up. Reach slightly back. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hang heavy. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down, step back, upper push-up plank. Spread your fingers wide. Hands, elbows, shoulders stacked right on top of one another. Send your heels forward, send them back. Forward and back. Forward and back and forward. Lower down halfway, elbows tight by your sides, point them back. Pause. Inhale, scoop the heart forward, flip your toes under, upward facing dog. Look to the left, look to the right. And downward facing dog, hips high, heels low. Bend your knees, take a big inhale, and we're gonna take just 3 hops, okay? Learning how to float, we're going to hop to try to bring your hips to stack over the shoulders. And you just try. You inhale to bend your knees, look forward, exhale to hop. And you just find a little bit of air time here. Just a few times. Slow with control, try not to just bang them out. Everyone try one more. Great hops, so good. And on this next hop, we're going to try to hop forward in between our hands, or as far as you can get forward on your mat. Good. Yes, you keep the hips really high as you do so. Inhale, half lift, flat back, beautiful. Exhale, release forward fold. Inhale, stand up, arms out wide, stand all the way up. Flutter your eyes open, reach up, reach back, go back, send your hips forward, heart high, high, high. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Plant your hands down, step or hop back into your chaturanga with bent elbows. Bend your elbows right away. The feet land, elbows bend. Inhale, upward facing, suspended between hands and tops of feet. Look up. Exhale, hips high, heels low. We're gonna take a few more of those hops. Lift your hips really high. Press the mat away really strongly. Good. Find the air time. Can you find another second or two before your toes meet the ground? And then on the next one, we hop forward and through. Keep your hips as high as you can. Good, Margot. Yes. Nice, Corinne. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Ground down to lift up. Inhale, rise up, reach up, go back, back bend. Exhale, forward fold, Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, step or jump back with bent elbows. Bend your elbows right away, bend. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take 3 breaths. Inhale through your nose. Out through your nose. Try to sit your seat on where the crease, where the wall and the ceiling meet. So it's a slight arch of your spine. Imagine cat-cows. Imagine that arch as you rip your seat apart. Good. Inhale. Lift your right foot up and back. To begin, keep your right knee facing down. Kick out through your right heel. So the hips are super square here. The eyes of your hips are facing down. Lower your left heel a little bit more towards the mat. Lift your right heel higher. Lift it higher. And just a little higher. Open it up. Stack your hips. Move it around. Let your knee go crazy, go wild up towards the sky. Maybe you flip your dog. You move really soft, really subtle. Or maybe you're looking for some ecstatic movement. Screw out the hips, kick up, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose to knee. Hold it for 3, 2, lift your hips higher. 1, place your foot between your hands. Good. Keep your back heel lifted. And swing your hands back by your hips. Power lunge, back heel lifted. Broaden across your chest. Shoulders away from your ears. Draw your belly up and in, away from your right thigh as you sit a little bit lower. Good. Elongate through the back of your neck spine. So Margot, shift your torso forward so you're in on a diagonal. A little more. More. Yes. Good. Hands back. One more inhale. Swing your hands forward and up. Rise up, shoulders stacked over your hips, high crescent lunge. You can bend your back knee to begin. Really find those squared hips. Left hip forward, right hip back. Bend deeper in your front knee before you straighten your left knee once more. Yes, F.A. Inhale. Exhale, sit just a little bit lower. Inhale. Sweep your hands back by your hips. Step forward onto your right foot for warrior 3. Just for a breath. Oh, we're bouncing right at the top of class. How does that go? One more inhale. Rebend your front knee. Step your left foot back. Hands up. Sit low. Lift your heart really, really high. Expand. Exhale, hands down. Step your right foot back. And travel through your flow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale your left foot up and back this time. Left hip down. Close off the hip. Your left thigh is facing down. Lower your right heel a little bit more. Lift your left heel higher. Higher. A little bit higher. Open it up. Free movement on this side. Can it feel good? Imagine it feeling good. Sometimes that sensation builds and you're like, oh, this is a lot. But can you change your perspective on that sensation and be like, oh, my body's loving this. Stack the hips, kick up, kick back. Exhale, knee to nose, nose to knee. I'm loving this. Squeeze. Squeeze more. Hips higher. Place your foot through. Phew. Shine your heart forward, back heel is lifted, and bring your hands back by your hips. Power lunge. Sit low. Lift your back heel higher. Forward, forward, forward in space. That's it. Spread your fingers really wide. Inhale. And then sweep your hands forward and up. Rise up. Shoulders stacked over the hips. We stay low in that front knee. Find that back leg. Find your orientation of the hips. Facing forward. And then straighten your back knee. Drop your tailbone slightly. Close off the ribs. Big inhale. Sweep the hands forward and down. Step onto your front foot, warrior three. Teeter forward. How do I balance it? I'm looking at you. Good. Look down a few feet in front of your toes. Nose towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale gently. Bend that front knee. Step back. Rise up. Look up. Back bend, go back. Beautiful. Exhale, hands down, step back, flow. Good. Down dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your right foot up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it for 3. Squeeze. 2. Lift your right heel higher towards your butt. 1. Step between. Shine your heart forward. Runner's lunge. Rock forward and back, forward and back. And place your left hand down on the mat. Reach your right hand up for a twist. Draw your belly towards your right thigh. Draw your right thigh towards your belly as you drive your right knee forward in space. Look up. Now we're gonna stay in the twist here. Use the abs to just lift your shoulders on top of your hips. And you shift up. We're in a twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. Look back towards your right thumb. Give yourself a big thumbs up. Bring the shoulders to stack over the hips. Lift your torso up. F.A. Margot. Good. Look back. Exalt. Bring your right hand behind your left thigh. Lift your left hand up. 1 long line of energy from your left heel up to your left fingers. Look up. Come back into the twist. Sweep your right hand forward and up, high crescent. Open it up, warrior two. Soften through the shoulders, reach from fingertip to fingertip. Hips are open up towards the side of your mat. Press down through both of your heels, beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale. Cartwheel your hands down. Step back. Upper push-up plank. Pause. Pause. Shift forward. Shift back. Shift forward. Shift back. Forward. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Travel through your flow. Did I scare you? Did you think we're gonna do some push-ups? Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your left foot up and back. Take it really high. Higher, higher, higher. Knee to nose. Stack your shoulders over your hands. Press the mat away more. Hold it for 3. Squeeze. 2. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1. Place your foot between your hands. Forward and back. Forward and back. Hello. Right hand down the inside of your left foot. Reach your left hand to the sky. Use the leverage of your hand, pressing down into the mat to peel open your heart even more. Heart towards the side of your room. One day, heart towards sky, look up. And keep this orientation from the waist up. Sit low in that front knee and just hinge up. Just hinge up, hinge up, hinge up, hinge up. Good, left hand back, right hand forward. So the hips are squared forward. You're just twisting from the navel. Look back. Re-straighten your back leg. Sit low. Big inhale, reach, reach, reach. Expand across the chest. Exalt, back hand down, the back of your right thigh, not your knee. Reach up through your right fingertips. Open up through the ribs. Look up. And swing your left hand forward and up, high crescent, face forward. Big breath. Open it up, warrior two. I'm changing my orientation so I can see you. Square off the hips towards the side of your mat this time. Drop your right hip down, left hip forward, so the bowl of your hips are squared. Good, Kimbra. Nice, Efe. Drop your tailbone slightly, draw your lower belly up and in. Never for the look of it, but to support your lower back. Elongate through your spine. Think high through the crown of your head. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back. Pause, upper push-up plank. Lift your right foot back. Just to hover. Place it down. Left foot up to hover. Down. Right foot hovers. Down. Left foot hovers. Open up through the chest. Think about shining your heart through between your fingertips. Lift. Lift. Spread your fingers wide for 3, 2, and 1. Travel through your flow. Down dog. 3 breaths. Take these 3 breaths that you know are happening to reset. You know you will be here for 3 breaths. Can you do just that? Be here and breathe. Create a calming moment for yourself. Calm down your nervous system. Be so happy to be here. And if you're not, imagine it. Bend your knees, look forward. Try 3 hops. Lift those hips high. Good. Lift those hips high. Challenging the balance. Woo! Then do that same thing and get your feet between your hands. Half lift, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Forward fold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sit your hips down, reach your arms up, chair pose. Close your eyes. Decide to not have any opinions about it, to have any feelings towards it. Be here, uninvolved. Observe. With no judgment to be had. You observe yourself sitting a little bit lower. You observe more weight, draws back towards the heels. Uninvolved. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, stand up, reach back. Exhale, dive forward, fold. And sway from side to side. Inhale, stay your hips down, reach your arms up, chair pose. We're here. Send the weight over to your right foot. Bring your left ankle on top of your right thigh or knee. Figure 4 chair. Your hands can be at heart center, or you can keep them extended out long. Flex out through your left toes, your heel. Sit back, sit down. Draw the lower belly up and in. Soften your shoulders. What if you close your eyes? What's the worst that can happen? Soften your jaw. Soften your thoughts. One more breath. Stay low, gently come out. Left foot down. Stay low, stay low, stay low. Just shift it over to the left foot. Lift your right up. Figure 4. Going right from one side to the other. Find your hand variation. Find that calmness. It's the choice. You make the choice to be easy. To react with ease. Oh, there's a wobble. Come right back. Yes. Steady. Some days are going to be more steady than others. Sit lower. Sit lower. Open up through the chest. Open up your heart, Kimbra. Ease. One more breath. So good. Stay low. Sit down. Right foot down. Stay low. Big, big inhale. Exhale, release forward, folding heavy. Good. We're gonna face the long side of your mat. Open up your legs really wide here. Heels out, toes slightly pigeoned in. Come to standing. Lift your hands up overhead. Find a long spine. And then hinge forward, arms out to the side. Wide leg forward fold. You can bend your knees here as much as you'd like. Or you can straighten them with a micro bend. Hands coming to either your big toes, 2-piece fingers, or maybe you scoop up the heels or the sides of your feet. Inhales to lengthen through the spine. It's half lift sensation. And exhales to fall forward. Draw length through the crown of your head. Crown of head towards the ground. And you want to keep the shoulders soft down your back. So away from your ears. Lift them away from your ears, away from the ground. Good. Beautiful choices. So nice. Good. Use the hinge points of your elbows and the muscles of your biceps to, yes, pull even more length out of the spine. Oh, I didn't know that was there. Nice. We forget about our joints and how useful they are to help us even just efficiently move around every day. You know, we instead bend at the back. We forget about our hips. Can you use them more efficiently? We involve the shoulders when instead we could use our elbows more efficiently. Get your hands free. Inhale, half lift. And then come to facing the back of your mat, both toes pointing forward. So wheel your left foot slightly towards the left. And you can shorten your stance here for a pyramid pose. Both hips are pointing back, and draw your torso down your left leg. Try to bring your nose to your shin. Left hip up and back, right hip forward and down. Your hands can be out long in front of you, or you can grab hold of your right leg behind the calf. Close your eyes, small sips of breath. One more breath. Lengthen through the spine. Make your way all the way around towards the top of your mat, right foot in front of your left for pyramid on this side. Both hips are squared, so your feet are on train tracks, right? Feet are wide. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, pyramid. Forward fold over that right leg. Then drop the crown of your head towards your right heel. Now a micro bend behind your front knee, that's fine. More than fine. Play around with your hand positions behind your back thigh or calf, hands out long in front of you. Find calm, steady breathing. And release your grip. Place your hands down, step both feet to the back of your mat, travel through your flow. Nice, inhaling, upward facing, soften the shoulders down. And exhale, downward facing. Inhale your right foot up and back. Exhale, place it through between your hands. Wide towards the right. Release your back heel. Rise up for warrior one. Our last bit of effort. Swing your hands back behind you, interlace the fingers. Open up through the chest, lift your heart super, super high, and hinge forward. Humble warrior. Bring your right shoulder on the inside of your right ankle. Heavy the top of your skull towards your right ankle. Round, round, round the spine. Think cat-cow, round. And keep drawing your fist high and down towards your head. Small sips of breath. Draw your right hip back, hips are square. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to your lower back. Bring them down to the inside of your right foot for ankle bind. Bring your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Keep your hips really, really high. Interlace your fingers around your right ankle. And press your foot down into the mat with your hands to lift your hips even higher. Beautiful. Good. Release the weight of your head. Yeah. Beautiful, Corinne. One more breath. Gently, ever so gently unwind. Place your hands down. Step your right foot back. And you can go right into your down dog or travel through your flow. Inhale your left foot up and back. Gently, softly place it through between your hands. Left foot towards the left side of your mat. Drop your back heel. Inhale, rise up. Warrior one. Sit low. Broaden across your chest. Swing your hands down back behind you. Interlace your fingers. Opposite thumb on top. It's probably the one that feels less natural. Big inhale. Look up. Exhale. Hinge from the hips. Hinge from the hips, 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 hips. Hips high, head low. Humble warrior. Pre-bend your front knee if you forgot. Try to find a palm-to-palm connection without using so much finger strength. And round more as you try to touch the ground in front of your head. Bring your hands to your lower back, unclasp your fingers, bring your hands on the inside of your left foot, ankle bind. Sit low in your knee, lift your hips high. Sounds counterintuitive, I know. Bring your left shoulder underneath your left knee. Wrap your hands around your ankle. Round the spine, continue to round. Press the ground away. Tuck your chin. Soften your jaw. Soften your mind as you close your eyes. Good. Can you work a little less, but be here? Can you enjoy it and be here? One more breath. Unwind. Place your hands at the top of your mat. Step your left foot back. Travel through your flow. So nice. Big, beautiful breath. Expand. Down dog. Inhale your right foot up and back. Bend the knee. For half pigeon, sweep the knee through. Wider than your right shoulder. Flex your right ankle. Square off the hips, sit right on top of yourself. Take a nice big breath and crawl forward, crawl down. Bring your forehead to rest. Imagine it being like your bed pillow. Come to rest. It's that feeling after a long, hard day, or you can just finally exhale and relax. Can you make it soft? Can you make it luxurious? As if you could lull off to a sleep. And in order to fall asleep, you have to soften the muscles around your bones. To soften your belly. Soften your shoulders. Your glutes. Soften your thoughts. Two more breaths in this sleep. Before you decide to just turn over to the other side. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, press the mat away. And you find your left side in this imaginary bed, however you'd like. You can roll over to one hip and just swing the left leg through. Maybe you travel through your flow. No choice is better than another. Just continue this mental space. As you turn over to the opposite side, you find that comfy spot that's just right. The sheets of your mat are the perfect temperature. Cool, but not too cool. And you close your eyes and fully relax. Can you be so calm? Sleep is such a restorative state. Maybe from here you can ask yourself, am I getting enough sleep? And that's the most you get out of today's practice. Take a few more breaths. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press yourself up. Take any counter stretch that you might have done on the first side. And step your left foot back to travel through your flow. Just taking note of how it feels with no judgment to be had. Continue that watchfulness. Ripple forward to upper push-up plank. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back by your hips and draw your left ear down to the mat. Heels splayed open. Yeah, just lay on your belly. Left ear down. You can rock your hips from side to side. And feel the breath enter your shoulders. I think this is such a beautiful place to feel your breath in your back body. You can really feel your back rise and fall. Draw your chin towards the mat. Bring your hands out in front of you. Zip up your legs. Draw your lower belly up and in. And lift from the waist up, off the mat. Lift your torso off the mat. Press down, down, down through your hips. Lift your chest higher. Yeah, lift it higher. One more breath. And lower down. Hands back by your hips, right ear down. Breathe. Elongate through the back of your neck. Draw your chin to the mat. This time we're gonna flip the palms face down. Draw the lower belly up and in. Press down through the front of your hips and lift your legs up. The forehead can be pressed down on the mat. Zip up the legs. Lift 1 more inch of thigh off the mat. Lift. Lift. Activate your glutes. Lift. Lift, point through your toes for 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Opposite ear down. Palms face up. Broaden across your shoulders. Bring your hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes under, push up. Come to standing on your knees for camel pose. Bring your hands to your lower back, palms, fingers pointing down, elbows back behind you. Draw the belly up and in. Shift your hips forward, lift your heart high, look up. Keep sending your hips forward. Keep your heart lifted. Keep looking up. Keep looking back. Your hands can come down to your heels or your ankles, fingers on the inside, thumbs on the outside. If you see the wall or the floor behind you, seal off your lips to create more of a stretch through the front side of your throat. And keep lifting through your heart. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If your hands left, bring them to your lower back. Stay your hips down. Palms face up, shoulders soft, hero's pose. Feel the broadness across your chest, across your pectorals, the sides of your neck, the front sides of your shoulders. Roll over to one side of your hips. Bring your legs out long in front of you. Move the flesh out from under you. Reach your arms up. And hinge forward from the hips. Grab on for what you've got. Toes, ankles, heels. Keep that nostril breathing. Allow your head to fall forward. Gently round up. Shift your hips to the center of your mat. And roll down for as many counts as you'd like until you're down on your back. Bring your knees up and in. And we're going to take a few bicycle crunches. Interlace your fingers behind your neck. To begin, we're going to bring the left knee forward and bring your right elbow wider than your left knee. Right leg out long. And twist. Left knee, right knee, left elbow. Bring your elbow wider than your knee. Start really slow. Make it really intentional. And just take a few on your own. What is useful for you today? Your own speed. We got 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Supine butterfly, bottoms of your feet to touch, knees out wide. Bring your feet up above your nose versus your groin. So if that means your feet are higher, that's okay, that's good. Keep the lower back sealed, shoulders soft. Big deep breath. Open it up, happy baby. Press, press, press. Press your feet up into your hands. Press your hands down into your feet. Stay, rock, sway. If there's anything else that you'd like to explore to seal off your practice, take it. Otherwise, we'll meet in our final Savasana. Legs out long towards the bottom corners of your mat, maybe wider. Toes splayed open. Hands down by your hips, palms faced up. Maybe a hand to your belly, the other to your heart. If you have the time, stay. Thank you so, so much for coming to class. I couldn't do this without you. I feel so very blessed to be able to do this as much as I do. So thank you. All of my classes are donation-based, and donations simply help me to continue to be able to do this. So thank you. We'll finish class with a quote and take a breath. A failure is not always a mistake. It may simply be the best one can do under the circumstances. The real mistake is to stop trying. Empty out your air, empty, empty, empty it all out. Inhale. Let it light you up. Open your mouth, sigh. It is 11:04. I will just be signing off, so you can stay here for as long as you'd like. Much love. Thank you. Thank you. See you soon.